Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about why I bought an Indian and not a Harley. When I make that statement, some people think I don't like Harley, and that's not entirely true. A lot of the older models I actually like, and one or two of the newer ones, including the newer Fat Bob, I really like how that looks. But the first reason I bought an Indian and not a Harley is because I didn't want something that was name brand or cliche or just like a brand name that everybody had. If you think of a cruiser motorcycle off the top of your head, I'm sure you think of a Harley. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted something that not everybody else had. So that's why I got an Indian. And as an example of that statement, I can tell you almost anywhere I go, gas stations, parking lots, anytime I'm either off my bike or on my bike, I'm normally getting someone coming up to me saying, hey, that's a nice bike, or where did you get that at, or how does it stack up compared to a Harley? This bike brings up conversations that normal cruiser bikes like a Harley probably wouldn't bring up. The second reason I bought an Indian and not a Harley is because of the heritage. Not only are Indians 2 years older when they were created, this was made in 1901, not this bike, but Indians were made in 1901, and then Harleys came around in 1903, I believe. But the history overall of Indian, to shorten it down, is, let's just say, more honorable than Harley. I'm going to make a video on Indian versus Harley and the history of the two, kind of going into detail the differences between the two and how they were rivals back in the old days and how they were now. But suffice for now, I like the heritage of Indians a little more than Harleys. Now the third reason I bought an Indian and not a Harley is manufacturing. Manufacturing is very important to me. Even before Indian was owned by Polaris, they were still made in Iowa. And most of their parts now are still made there even after coming under ownership of Polaris. The other parts are still made in Minnesota and South Dakota because that is where Polaris's main plants are made. Harley is a little different. Harley is kind of like iPhone. On the back it says designed in California or assembled in the USA. But most of the main components are indeed made by Joe Biden's daddy, China. The fourth and final reason I bought Indian versus Harley is performance. Now, no one wants to buy a slow bike or an underperforming bike, which is why I bought Indian. Now, in each category, you have your regular cruisers, you have your baggers, even some of the more sporty models. Indian's engines always outperform Harley engines. Now, this isn't because, oh, Harley has push rod engines. So do a lot of Indian motors. The main bagger bikes and the newer coming out, the 2022 Indian Chief, is a push rod 116 cubic inch motor. However, the technology in the Indians is always progressing, whereas Harley seem to always stay in the past, which is weird because now they have an electric bike, which is totally against what Harley stands for. So all in all, brand name and everything aside, that is why I went with
Indian motorcycle.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I have more videos coming up. Like I said, I do want to go into depth of the Indian and the Harley history, the differences between the two and how they were built up, and once again, why I bought an Indian and not a Harley. Thanks for watching.
Guess who's back? Back again. Nathan's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?